dotes on his beloved dog Kuma. And Justin Theroux could be seen in a new Instagram photo shoot holding up a digitally shrunken pocket version of her in one hand. The 49-year-old Hollywood heartthrob was wearing a skin-tight pair of olive green jeans and hid his muscle-bound torso under an anorak. He also uploaded a sweet picture of Kuma on the photo shoot hot set, standing on a small wooden bench looking at something off-screen. Kuma is a pit bull mix whom Justin adopted over the summer of 2018 after she was rescued from Hurricane Harvey. And Justin also posted a picture Thursday of Kuma in a bandana with a picture of her home state containing the slogan, "Texas strong come hell or high water." Sending Texas love, he wrote in reference to the state's historic winter storm which brought on an energy crisis that has left millions without power and at least 24 dead. Earlier on his Insta stories, Justin posted a clip from a recent interview with Texas Senator Ted Cruz in which the politician admitted that it was a mistake to take his family to Cancun during the calamity and said he was just trying to be a dad. In the clip that Justin highlighted on his Insta stories this Friday, Ted said nervously, "Well, what I would say is I was taking care of my family the same way Texans all across the state were taking care of my family. Hi Texas. I miss and heart you," wrote Justin, who is from Washington, D.C., but has a long charitable relationship with the no-kill shelter Austin Pets a Lot. "Please stop taking care of Ted Cruz's family," wrote Justin, adding a little animation of a stack of bills flying away. Justin posted a snap of Kuma and wrote as his dog, "Sorry." Back to our regularly scheduled program from Texas and seriously. Of that pause. His latest posts come a week after Justin wished his friendly ex-wife Jennifer Aniston a happy 52nd birthday on his Insta story. The pair were married from 2015 until 2017 but managed to stay friendly after what Justin has previously called a gentle They announced their split in February 2018 and a few months later Justin told the New York Times about how amicable the process had. "The good news is that was probably the most, I'm choosing my words really carefully, it was kind of the most gentle separation, in that there was no animosity." The Tropic Thunder writer added, "In a weird way, just sort of navigating the inevitable perception of it is the exhaust." Justin, who is 3 years younger than Jennifer, married her in Bel Air in 2015 and they broke up about 2. Justin and Jennifer began dating in 2011, having worked together on the film Wanderlust. He had carried on a 14-year relationship with costume designer Heidi Bivens that collapsed in 20. At the time, E! News claimed that Heidi had been, according to a friend of hers, straight up dumped, though the report qualified, not to say it's Aniston's fault, maybe the timing was just terrible? Things were already over between him and Heidi before he got close to Jen, a source in Justin's camp insisted to page. Heidi's mother Marilyn spoke to Radar Online in 2016, claiming that Justin initially tried to persuade Heidi he and Jennifer. Marilyn said, "Heidi told me what Justin had told her, that something was going to be written about him and Jennifer, that something was going on between them and he wanted her to know that it was nothing, there was." Ultimately, Heidi discovered the rumors were true, and my sweet Heidi, she calls me and says, "Oh mommy, I was going through cancer at the time. It was a time that hurt our family." Marilyn recalled. Last year the public saw how much Jennifer's relations have thawed with her first husband Brad Pitt, who infamously left her for Angelina Jolie. And Brad and Jennifer both won acting trophies last January at the SAG Awards, where he made a joke on stage about his failed marriage. He vamped sarcastically that it had been difficult to play a guy who gets high, takes his shirt off and doesn't get on with his wife in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. The camera then cut to the audience where his Jennifer clapped at the joke and wore an expression of wry recognition. She and Brad were spotted having a friendly conversation backstage, and as she walked away she placed a hand on his chest and he briefly held onto her wrist.